Hi guys, welcome back to ThatBarbDre, where we do reviews and opinion pieces on Nicki Minaj, pop culture, politics, and world events. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications, and enjoy the video. The topic I wanted to discuss today is Jesy Nelson and Nicki Minaj's song Bad Boys and the controversy behind it. The UK nor the US never really gave a damn, and that's just the truth. For starters, I know for a fact that the UK has a huge tanning culture, and nobody there has a problem with people tanning because they all know each other are white. There may be a few that are uncomfortable about it, but for the most part, there hasn't been any movements that attempt to ban tanning and get people to stop doing it. And Americans weren't the majority of the people in the subtweets. It was foreigners from other countries. I checked the locations from the accounts and you can see flags in their names. Plus, they already know that people in Europe tan religiously and nobody really cares. It's just trolling purposes. Leigh-Anne Pinnock was just trying to bully Jesy Nelson by sticking all the Americans on her. She knew how sensitive race issues were here in the States, and she used that as ammo to go against Jesy as soon as she left the group. Why not before, when they were shooting videos and working together? I feel like she only said something to Jesy during the last video shoot they all did together is because they already knew that they weren't fucking with each other. Just like all the guys of Little Mix. They do it, Nicki does it, other light-skinned women do it to, you know, be darker.
Yes, I've never been.
Yeah, so I use body makeup on Coachella. This is one of those things, she's doing 2 hours of cardio on stage and it didn't transfer on.
So even when she's sweating up there on stage,
it did not move,
run or anything?
didn't budge at all.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is impressive.
It's a win, it's a win.
How do you know?
When I had my own show, I used to tan 3 or 4 times a week in a tanning bed to get darker. I did. And it's funny, one of the lighting guys came up. I love him to death. I love him. Oh my goodness. He goes, Raven, I need you to stop tanning. You're getting too dark. And we have to relight the whole entire show. It's like, sorry, you know, I was just trying to be pretty.
People do it. She looked cocoa brown as well. Like, is she blackfishing too? Did you talk to her about it before or after you decided you had an issue with her? Jesy Nelson has never referred to herself as a black woman in her life, but now all of a sudden she's making Leigh-Anne uncomfortable because of tanning?
Talk badly about this girl. I know singers that tan. It's their fucking right. It's different when someone comes out and pretends to be black. Says, "Oh yeah, I'm black. I'm black. What is that?" That's different from someone who goes on the beach or goes on vacation and tans or likes how they look tan.
Her, Leigh-Anne, best friend, literally tans just like all the other girls of Little Mix. She looks cocoa brown as well. Is this the blackfishing that you speak of? Did you talk to her about it before or after you decided you had an issue with Jesy and you knew that she was going to leave the group? Nicki chimes in giving her opinion, stating on Twitter, "Jelly bitches acting real messy," which is a lyric from the Boyz song. If you know someone that has been suicidal from bullying in the past, why try to get a bunch of people to bully them again about something else on an even bigger scale? Shame on you, that's really sad. You don't even know what people can deal with. Pray for mental health. Nicki then goes on to say, "Don't call things out when they benefit your personal vendetta to people. Call them out immediately once you see a child. Don't wait a decade after you've made millions with this person. Hashtag boys out now." Classic Nicki.
Look at myself in the mirror. My confidence was the lowest it could ever be. I've never walked in a studio and been genuinely excited to try on the clothes, which is how a girl should feel when they walk into a studio and have a rack of clothes in front of them and be like, oh, because that's every girl's dream to be able to like try on different clothes and wear whatever they want. But for me, it was like panic and anxiety, just 24/7. And I remember one of my first experiences of a photo shoot of being in Little Mix. I think the stylist had got the wrong size and it was like a size 8 and I'm a size 12. And so I remember putting on the clothes and they didn't fit me, and I remember thinking, oh my God, I'm so fat, I can't fit into the clothes. And I wasn't aware that it was because she'd got the wrong size. So walking into a studio now, genuinely, like I feel excited to see what clothes are on the rail because I know that they're clothes that I want to wear.
And as she clearly just stated, she had a lot of, mental issues about her body weight and about how she compared to her other bandmates. And it didn't seem like there was really anything that they had done or said to her that really helped or did anything towards helping her feel like more of an individual rather than a part of the group and having to assimilate to the way that they look. And honestly, I would have been ready to leave too. Imagine being in a group with someone and you're not black, and all around you, your entire culture sits there and they tan. You know, they already know, oh, you're white, that person's not black. But, you know, it's a culture around here that we just like to be a little bit darker, look sun-kissed. And we all know the implications of it, but that's not the point. The point is that if someone isn't pretending to be black, it shouldn't be a problem that they want to tan, because tanning is not just for white people, it's for literally anyone that has lighter skin that wants to appear a bit darker. No matter how much darker they want to appear, or what color, brown or orange, you know, they can choose how they want to appear, and just let them do that. Because if you made makeup okay, if you made changing your hairstyle and hair texture okay, then how is you know, tanning your skin to be darker a problem when you can do it naturally with the sun? It's just like, it's something that is possible. It's something that people literally do, and if it doesn't have any negative connotations behind it, I think that it should be allowed to continue. So on an interview with the Graham Norton show, she then had this to say about her departure from Little Mix.
When you left Little Mix, it all seemed quite amicable and stuff, and now it seems to have gone a bit sour. What is it like now? Are you still talking to any of them, or...?
No, we're not talking anymore, but do you know what? I know it's sad, but
it is awful.
Honestly, like, there is no bad blood from my side, and I still love them to pieces, and I just wish them all the best, genuinely.
Well, I hope you get past it, because to have shared that experience is such a special thing.
1,000,000%. Like, and I literally loved my time in Little Mix, and we've got like the most incredible memories together. We laugh so much, but I think it's just one of them things where it just needs to take time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And normally people do come back around.
Yeah, like who knows? But yeah, I still think they're so sick as a free. Like, they're, to me, still the like sickest girl band in the world.
Oh, well, fingers crossed it all works out.
Little Mix is now in their flop era, now that Jesy has left. Nobody really cares, and they haven't for a very long time. That's one of the reasons why I'm sure Jesy was ready to leave the group. As you can see, the hype has died down for them ever since, you know, Jesy has left the group. For their 2021 Dead album coming out, selling 5,156 copies in its first week. That's a fucking flop.
Look at the material. You should be going home anyway. You can be a good judge of it.
It's honestly pretty sad. Look at the difference between, you know, 2016 and 2021.
Love good news. I just love good news.
It's not working for you, honey.
It's just really, really, really giving flop era.
Imagine, Puffy, now you sending the stations text messages and all this shit. Print them text messages out. Bust your ass open and shove it up your motherfucking ass. Okay? And stop trying to hurt people and kill people's lives and career. This is the way people feed their families. Stop. If you want a solo career, baby girl, just say that. You can go out and put your own music. We're going to support you and love you. That's it. You don't have to attack someone else. If that's how you felt, why would you keep keying with her and being in the videos with her for 10 years? Now, all of a sudden, she's not in a video with you. You have some negative, evil thing to do and say? Stop!
Putting shit on your hair and damaging it. I'm gonna have no hair left, and that's the way I was going. So I wanted to get a wig wrong because I've got naturally curly hair.
Wearing wigs for the last 100,000 fucking years. There ain't nothing new with white. Next.
But yeah, I just I never ever would ever want to offend anyone. I just want to literally spread love and just celebrate this, like, because this is a fucking great song, and like, honestly, like, the video is so iconic, and I wanted to pay homage to Diddy as well, like, because that's such an iconic video, and I wanted to pay homage to him, and you know, like, he loved it, and he saw the video, and he accepted it. He didn't have a problem with it, and yeah, I guess it's just hard for me because I was obviously, like you said, I was in a group with 2 women of colour for 9 years, and it was never brought up to me up until the last music video that I did with them, when she like messaged me and said, like, Jesy, I just want to make you aware that, like,
she even what she didn't have the balls and all of this so that she can have it. When people do shit like that, like, yo, put this fucking energy and focus on your own blood clot life. Like, man, yeah? You understand? Put that fuck energy into your own pussy wall. You understand? take it and your blood clot pussy and go suck your mother. You understand? Because that's why she didn't calculate it. I've had people do things like that to me for sweetheart. So whenever people start doing shit like that, welcome to the big leagues. That's what I'll say. Welcome to the motherfucking big leagues. Because they don't stop at one time. They do it and do it. And then one day they wake up and they realize, oh shit, I wasn't able to stop her. Okay, Jesy, Shirley, you guys follow me.
Now, a quick timeline of the events that happened that I can recall is that really, around the time that Jesy was about to leave the group, Leigh-Anne came up to her and addressed her feelings and speculations about how Jesy was appearing to the public with her skin color, and she was probably asking a bunch of questions about where she's from and all these other things. And in that conversation, Jesy never hinted at her having black ancestry, nor had she said anything about her being black. So that should have been on the record. And then fast forward to Jesy leaving the group, and then she does a song with Nicki Minaj, Bad Boys, and it does pretty well in the beginning. But then, you know, people are getting used to, here at least, because, you know, Nicki is mostly an American artist, so people were getting used to Jesy, and they didn't really end up getting used to her, because soon after the Bad Boys video had dropped and the song had dropped, the Little Mix girls, or Leigh-Anne in particular, had came out and, you know, was texting people on Instagram and asking them to say certain things, and she was going on doing interviews and stuff, talking about how hurt she was and how sad she was about Jesy and her blackfishing. And I just don't really think that it was all the way genuine. It seems like she did have a real issue with Jesy, and the fact that she did not hold her entire country liable for, you know, how she felt about blackfishing, when almost all of the UK tans and they look very dark, and it's just, that's what they do. But they all know that they're not black, and they don't go out associating themselves as if they are black. But, you know, you want to sit here and pretend like you have such a big issue with it. But if you really did, you should have brought that up to your best friend, who we already know has a very bad tanning problem, like the rest of the UK. And it's just like, if you knew this, why did you, at least to save face, have your best friend not, you know, tan, take those pictures down, and then you say something to Jesy to make it more genuine, to make it seem like you're actually trying to achieve some betterment in life, and not just trying to be a vindictive little bitch, and then you actually don't know how to do it right, so it just, like, you know, we read you. And then she tries to use another moment for her 30th birthday.
Leigh-Anne was seen breaking down in tears as she talked about a couple of things in her speech. She told her guests,
I'm 30 years old, I know my character, you know my character, and I'm so proud of everything I've achieved.
Yes, she's fucking 30 and she's still crying about, oh my gosh, there was a person in my band and she went online with Nicki and they called me a clown. Like, bitch, grow the fuck up. Step your motherfucking pussy up. Whack asshole.
Bitch. A nasty, vile, gutter snipe.
You raggedy bitch.
I feel like a lot of people for, like, in America and for Black Twitter only came for Nicki Minaj because it was a hot topic, and, you know, it's always easy and fun to come for Nicki Minaj in terms of the general public. And I think that a lot of the people that were in a part of the comments were coming for Nicki Minaj because they are from, you know, those countries, and they felt attacked when she attacked their fucking girl group. But it's like, it wasn't really attacking, it was just a bunch of truth telling, and if they felt attacked, then they need to go back to the drawing board and fix some shit. They're really trying to make it seem as though Nicki Minaj was sponsoring Jesy Nelson doing blackface and blackfishing, and that's really not the case, and it really doesn't make sense because she had Diddy in the video, Nicki in the video, and she was talking about all the bad boys that she liked. So I know a lot of people that claim that they care so much about the right to have preferences, so I'm sure she has preferences, and her preferences are that she doesn't just like one race. So I'm sure that's just because she's white doesn't mean that she just wants all white men in her video, or just white, you know, aesthetic. I'm sure that she wanted more of, to show the type of things that she likes and the type of people that she likes. So if she likes, you know, a hood type of dude, you know, you're going to see a dude wearing something along the lines of what they wear. And then you see the types of rides that they have and stuff like that. These stereotypes would not exist if, you know, the black people that make up the stereotypes did not do these things. So in the video, I didn't even get that it was very caricature. It just seems like, oh, these are the types of people and the types of things that she likes and the aesthetics that she likes from these communities and these cultures, and these are the types of bad boys that she's into, and that's why she had them in the video. That's really what it seemed like. It didn't seem like there was anything malicious going on. It didn't seem like she really wanted to be black. Other people of other races have curly hair. White people have curly hair sometimes. You know, it's just not, everything is not always an attack on the black community, and they definitely made it a thing when it came to Jesy Nelson, simply because it was connected to Nicki, and Nicki had the goal to defend anyone other than someone that was black. But when has Nicki being a black woman ever mattered to the general public, or anyone really that is coming against her and talking about her? They definitely always go for the jugular, and it never matters, and they, you know, it just falls to the wayside. It just seems like it's hypocrisy. They don't really care about whether she's a black woman or not. It's not protect black women. It's always go against Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is always at the top of everything, and that's the issue. The reason I started making this video is because someone left a comment saying Nicki Minaj fans are weird. Y'all so quick to call out other artists and what they got going on, but y'all don't call out Nicki Minaj. She literally disrespected a black girl from Little Mix just because she did a song with the white girl and the song didn't even do well. The comment was so illiterate it caught me off guard, but this is how I responded. The deep racism and prejudice you feel for white people is why you feel as though it is a slap in the face for Nicki Minaj to ever defend someone that isn't black. What Jesy did/does has nothing to do with the US, because that's not the culture she came from. She's from the UK, and nobody has a problem with tanning, and it isn't seen as worldwide blackfishing or widespread blackfishing. Nicki defended her tanning, not blackfishing, because she has never claimed to be black in her life. Nicki Minaj is a very high yellow girl, and she tans. Rihanna tans, Beyonce tans. Almost all of your faves do it to even up their tone and appear darker. Nothing new. It's just the random poor bottom of the barrel black women that want to be crabs in a bucket and get mad at Nicki Minaj for nothing. Y'all are so base level with these whack ass think pieces thinking you've said something, when in reality you've talked in circles. Everyone tans, let them. It's only a problem when you're claiming to be another race. And the low brow piece of shit Leigh-Anne only said something once she was about to leave the group, and only had an issue with Jesy and not the other girls in the group. And herself that tans, and she knows from being in the group for 10 years that she's never claimed to be black ever. Before we wrap up, thanks for watching. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to say, please go and watch and stream the Love in the Way song by Blue featuring Nicki Minaj. The visuals look amazing, and I know you guys are going to gag. Anyways, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Please share if you care, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and have an amazing day.
Bad bitches want a bad boy. Word to Biggie, Diddy, and Mace. Roll like Bob, won't find a prettier face. We gon' keep my VVS's dancing like Toadle, so I could just shine while he shoot up the place. Raspberry, cherries, and berries, I'm edible. Booty bitches like a library, done read them all. My body smoking, come get the pole. Lucky Charms on my anklets, no, not cereal. Jesy, we got all these jelly bitches acting real messy. Still a bad bitch, whether I'm sporty or I'm dressy. I don't know why I got these dudes acting zesty, but I only want a bad boy, it's my best.